Well guys, welcome back. As you can tell, the winter is kind of letting go here. We got a bit of a mucky start, but we're out here making the best of it. I'm out in the shop today because I'm going to take some time and build something that I've been meaning to build for quite a while, and what it is a table for my wood splitter. Not necessarily a table like the one you eat off of, but one that goes around the log splitter that allows me to put logs that I'm about to split on, so I don't have to constantly bend over and pick them up off the ground. I can sort of preset some of them right beside the splitter and make it a bit easier on my back. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will. I'm going to get it built and you'll see. Anyways, another thing that's coming down the pipe I'm going to share with you folks are another load of these things. So these IBC cages, I just picked up 25 more. Real good guy north of me hooked me up with these, and I got to refill them with firewood so that I can stay about a year or so ahead. I've got 25 of these, as I mentioned. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill them all right yet, but I do have a fair load of wood back here that still has to be split. I don't know how much that's going to fill up, but that'll be what's going in there. So that's coming down the pipe, but for now I'm in the shop. So let's head on in there and see exactly what it is I'm going to get up to. So here's the old girl here, and you guys have seen this in my other videos, putting this thing to the pace or putting this thing to task. What this is some unknown cylinder. I don't know because there's no labels on it, and I bought it used. So some unknown rating of cylinder with a basic 6.5, looks like an offshore made engine. This thing has really worked well for me. I'm going to make it a little bit better, however, and I'm doing that by adding a table that's going to come off this side, sort of wrap around a little bit and act as a platform that I can set wood on in preparation for going here to be split. Why did I put it on this side? Well, when I'm splitting wood, I'm normally standing right here. Just happens to be the most comfortable spot for me. I like to operate the lever with my right hand. I like to hold the wood with my left hand, so I put the table on that side. Now, instead of having to bend down and get a log every time I need to reload this, what I can do is I can pre-stack a few logs up here, or rounds rather, small sections of log, pre-stack them up there, and then I can reduce the number of times I'm bending down at least consecutively. So that's what I'm up against. I've got some square stock steel here. This is galvanized, so I'm grinding off the galvanization sections on the end so I can weld it. I'm gonna weld it onto the side of this I-beam down here, and that goes to plan. That hopefully will go smoothly, but time will tell. So appreciate all you guys being here today. Hold on, we're gonna make some sparks, make a little bit of welding dust, and go from there. So let's go. Well, welcome back, guys. Today is day number 2, and I've got it pretty much under wraps here. What I'm going to do today is just go ahead and get this thing all painted up where I welded it. So overall, good day yesterday. I got things pretty much just how I wanted. A little bit of a challenge here for me, and as you guys have seen in my other videos, I'm no expert welder, so a bit of a challenge for me. You might be able to wing this up a bit faster, but nonetheless, I'm pretty sure it's nice and strong, and whether it's going to win any beauty awards is to be said, but it's going to work for me. So this thing's going to get a bit of paint. Anywhere that there's welds, I'm going to knock off any of the leftover slag from yesterday, and I might just touch it up with a grinder and then hit up all those welds with paint. Otherwise, what'll happen is those can get some rust, and we don't want that. So that's basically it. If you guys have a little look-see, you can see there, that's the overall design. Nothing too fancy, really. I tried to make it out of as strong a steel as I had. You can see over here how it's welded. It's welded to the existing supports. So I tried to make it as strong as I could make it, and I think it's going to work pretty well. So this is just going to act as a table. So after I've split wood, I can put the extra pieces, if it's a big piece, over here, so I don't have to throw it on the ground, bend down and pick it up again. If that's foreign to you and you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, you will. Because what I got up against me is this pile here. I got that pile ready to be split, and as I mentioned, I got some new IBC cages. So what you guys are going to see coming down the pipe is me using that table on that splitter to hopefully put a good kicking into this pile so I can get it knocked out here before the bug season kicks in. If you're from Central Ontario and you know about black flies, well, you guys all know what I'm talking about. If you're not from Central Ontario, black flies are the absolute worst. I don't mind them all that much, but I tell you, when they start getting into your hair, your ears, your eyes, and etc., you really start picking up the pace. So I'm going to try to get that pile there licked before bug season kicks in. Anyways, that's going to do it for me here today. As I said, throw a bit of paint on there. That'll be that. So if you guys have any questions at all about my, don't even know what you'd call this, wood splitter table, put it down below. I'd be happy to hear your experiences with your wood splitters and whether there's anything I could do to mine to make it even that much better. Guys, I appreciate you all being here. Stay healthy out there. The world's kind of in a mix mash, kind of a tipsy-turvy type of place right now. So stay healthy out there, be well, and I hope to see you guys all next time.